All right, fans, welcome back. We are now set for the fourth match of this CPV event. We're going to find out who is going to join Spectacular, Masahara Gucci, and Silas Marks in the Elimination Chamber main event for the NEW World Heavyweight Championship. And right now, the first guy coming out, I believe this is the natural Gregory Black. He is very familiar in call. He has been in a bunch of other leagues, won world championships. He's won all kinds of different titles, and he's one of the most soundly technical wrestlers I've probably ever had the opportunity of watching. And he is now here in NEW looking to try and claim his spot in the main event to become the first ever NEW World Heavyweight Champion. And fans, I'm definitely looking forward to see how Gregory Black does here. I mean, this is definitely an honor to have him here in our league. And I mean, our roster just it's getting better and better. Every match, every reveal, every person that comes out here to compete for this championship, it's just like, it just makes this league so much better, with the exception of Richie Simmons. But anyways, we got Gregory Black out here now. We're going to find out who the second person in this matchup is going to be. Oh, check it out. It's the younger brother of HCW Hall of Famer Wu-Tang Man, or take that back, RCW Hall of Famer Wu-Tang Man. This is none other than Skull Rider, and Skull Rider is a former multiple-time hardcore champion, and he's definitely got a huge opportunity here tonight. Already, these two top-class athletes right now in this matchup already, and this match is shaping up to be awesome. We don't even know who the other four people are yet that are going to be in it. Definitely excited to see how this match turns out. Skull Rider on that patented Harley-Davidson motorcycle that he loves to ride to the ring. I tell you, fans, he's been around for quite a while, and like I said, I'm wondering if he's gonna, how he's gonna fare tonight. And he's got a good opportunity, just as good of an opportunity as anybody else to advance tonight to the Elimination Chamber and to win it all. I mean, we saw something, to be perfectly honest with you, I didn't think Silas Marks was going to make it. He beat Sid. He's in the match. Masahara Gucci, yeah, he's an awesome athlete, but I didn't think he was going to make it. And look, he's there. So he's definitely looking great. And right now we've got Alexander Dalton making his official debut in Call Wrestling. He's the older brother of the British kid Christopher Dalton. And he's a big man. I'm telling you, this guy right here, he's a submission specialist. So he claims. He's got one of those British snob attitudes. Not all British people are like that. Not all English people are like that. Just a select few, and Alexander Dalton happens to be one of them. So his younger brother definitely did not fare well in his matchup. So we're going to see how Alex does in this one. And so far, I mean, it's like I said, we've got Gregory Black, Skull Rider, and now Alexander Dalton in this match. I mean, this is going to be a very good matchup. Fourth match out of 6 preliminary qualifying matches to find out who is going to the Elimination Chamber to compete for the NEW World Championship. And one thing, fans, that you got to think is these guys, I mean, they are putting it all on the line in this first match, and they still got to come back out and compete again in the Elimination Chamber if they win here. And if they don't, they got to come back for the Royal Rumble for an opportunity to be the #1 contender. But anyhow, this is the other half of Dying Breed. His name is Tommy Harper. We saw his tag team partner in the previous match. We'll see if Tommy can do any better than his partner did. And, of course, it's another newcomer. He's a new guy to Call Wrestling as well. So like I said, with National Extreme Wrestling, we have a lot of new faces in this league. A lot of new people looking to make their mark here in Call. So, I mean, this is definitely going to be an exciting league to watch. A lot of veterans and a lot of newcomers. Tommy Harper, man. I don't know anything about this kid. I really don't know much of a background on him. I've only saw Dying Breed's qualifying match to get into NEW, and as a tag team, they're stellar. They're solid. They're a great tag team. As far as singles competition, I really don't know how they're going to fare. Now Tommy Harper is in the ring. Let's see who's coming out next. Oh wow! Now this is quite a surprise here. The Tattooed Dragon, he is a member or a contender in OFW Next Gen If you check that out, he's still, as far as I know, is still into competition. So he's got an opportunity to be the newest OFW breakout superstar if he can win that competition. But right now, he's going to fare his way here in National Extreme Wrestling. He's definitely an exciting wrestler to watch. I mean, he flies all over the ring, does unbelievable things. So it's definitely going to be awesome to see how he fares in this matchup. And right now, we see David Webster, one half of Reckless Abandon, which was the 2010 Tag Team of the Year for HCW. Of course, he teamed up with Chris Campbell, was a very long-running tag team champion over there in HCW. David Webster, I'll tell you, this match is just unbelievable. I mean, Gregory Black, Skull Rider, David Webster, Tattooed Dragon. I mean, it's just like, oh my God, you know. It's definitely shaping up to be an incredible matchup. I cannot wait till the opening bell. I mean, this is just going to be an exciting match to watch. A lot of awesome guys in this match so far. David Webster firing up the crowd like none other. I think we've got one more person come out here, and let's see who it's going to be. Oh no, I was wrong. That was 6. Yeah, Tommy Harper, Alexander Dalton, David Webster, Tattooed Dragon, Gregory Black, and Skull Rider. All right, fans. Well, this match is getting underway now. Let's see how it goes. Right now we see Tommy Harper and Gregory Black going at it, and it looks like Alexander Dalton is kind of just buying his time at this point. Not quite sure who he's going to end up going after. The Skull Rider's going after him. Tattooed Dragon and David Webster going at it. And David Webster, you know, he started his career as more of a hardcore brawler. He went up under the wing of Chris Campbell, became kind of a high-flying technical style wrestler, and Chris Campbell really took him a long way. And it's going to be interesting to see how Dave Webster can do here in NEW on a singles path. And right now we've got 6 guys here in the ring that are kind of spread out here, and that's the way you want to do. You know, just try to pair off with one other guy, try to, you know, take care of one guy, get him out as quick as possible. And once it gets down to 5, you know, then find somebody that you trust to maybe team up with, do a 2-on-1 on someone, try to get it down to the 4, pair off again. Once you get down to the 3, that becomes 2-on-1 again. Because, I mean, this is an elimination, you know. This isn't, you know, first pinfall wins type thing. You know, you got to have 5 eliminations. So, you've got to pace yourself here. Right now we see Skull Rider. Oh, no, that was David Webster. Take that back. Tommy Harper almost had a victory over David Webster. I guess that would be considered an upset. I mean, Tommy Harper's debut matchup to pin someone of the likes of David Webster. So right now, it's 6 guys that are in the ring here. I mean, you know, Tattooed Dragon, you know, he's known as far as OFW Next Gen is concerned, but other than that, he really hasn't done anything else in call. And Alexander Dalton debuting here, Tommy Harper debuting. So really, I mean, you've got Gregory Black, David Webster, and Skull Rider are the 3 veterans in this matchup. So, I mean, I really look to see one of them possibly win it. And wait a minute now, we just had a pinfall take place. Tattooed Dragon just took out Tommy Harper. Look, Hurricanrana into a pin. Tommy Harper has been eliminated. Now David Webster with a discus punch just takes out Tattooed Dragon. Should have followed up there. Skull Rider and David Webster. Now this will be an interesting pair off here, I believe. Right now we're down to 5. Which one of these 5 competitors is going to win this matchup and go to the Elimination Chamber? So much on the line here, so much riding on these guys, trying to make an impressive mark here in NEW right away as soon as the first CPV, the new league, everyone have an equal opportunity here. Most CPVs, you know, they'll just kind of pair off with people who they think can draw the fans, you know, draw some prestige for the league and say, okay, you guys are going to compete for the world title. Not here in NEW. We're actually going to have everybody compete. We just saw Alexander Dalton there. He had a discus punch, took out both Tattooed Dragon and David Webster. I got to say right now, looking at the people in this ring, I think Alexander Dalton, oh, good Lord, now that is what I'm talking about right there, fans. I was fixing to say Alexander Dalton seems to be the most, the biggest threat in this matchup, but David Webster and the Tattooed Dragon working well together against Dalton right now, and that was impressive. And now we see Gregory Black here. He's pairing off with Skull Rider, and Alexander Dalton taking out both Tattoo Dragon and David Webster. And there he goes, takes out Gregory Black. Alexander Dalton taking out everyone in the matchup right now. Another running DDT to the Tattoo Dragon. Wait a minute now, Gregory Black. Gregory Black with a butterfly submission now on Alexander Dalton. Is this going to be enough? Did Alexander Dalton just pass out? I think Alexander Dalton passed out, fans. Here's the cover. Gregory Black with the cover on Dalton. And no, Dalton kicks out. Wow, I honestly thought that Black had him there, fans. Black with a running clothesline on Dalton right now. We got Alexander Dalton's in a world of trouble, fans. Tattoo Dragon working on David Webster here. And now Gregory Black's turned his attention to Skull Rider. David Webster and Tattoo Dragon, they worked well together earlier against Dalton. They really need to go back to teaming up, try to take care of Dalton, get him out of here. I mean, that's like I said, he's the biggest guy in the match right now. I don't understand why these other 4 guys ain't trying to do something about it. And Gregory Black going high risk now on Skull Rider. Drops a double knee drop right across the chest. Alexander Dalton with a running DDT on the Tattoo Dragon. I tell you, fans, I mean, this match has just been off the chain ever since the opening bell. I mean, these guys are just, 100 miles a minute here. Hard to keep up with what's going on. There's so much action all over the place here. Wait a minute now. What's Gregory Black going? Oh, Gregory Black with a clothesline from hell on Webster. And he's going to pay for it. He took his eyes off of Alexander Dalton. Gets a face buster for his efforts. And now Alexander Dalton trying to make Black tap out, but releases the hold. I don't know if that was very wise. I think I would have held that as long as I could. Now Skull Rider with the Skull Crusher on David Webster. Does not go for the cover. It's actually kind of shocking. Well, man, he's going back now. There's an elbow drop on Webster. Why is Skull Rider not trying to pin Webster here? This is kind of ridiculous. I mean, you got a guy down like that. You don't walk away. You need to go after him, pin him, get him out of the match. Now it looks like Skull Rider's in a little bit of trouble here now. We got Gregory Black takes out David Webster. Skull Rider going after Alexander Dalton again. And here's the cover now. Gregory Black covering Webster. Is this going to be enough? And no, David Webster just barely able to get that shoulder up. We're still at 5, fans. Inverted bunghole plunger by Webster on the Black. Now Black reverses. He's going to drop Webster on the back of his head. And up here in the top corner, fans, we'll see Tattoo Dragon with a cover on Skull Rider, but Skull Rider's able to kick out. And now Gregory Black seems to be favoring that leg. And Webster just got hit with a chop block by Gregory Black from behind now. Now Gregory Black now, he's got the Tattoo Dragon trying to make him tap, and Tattoo Dragon gets out of that move really quickly. It's actually pretty impressive how quick he was able to get out of that. And wait a minute now. Now look at Gregory Black trying to choke out. He's got that butterfly suplex, or not butterfly suplex, butterfly submission hold. Not sure what you call that. Okay, we got 2 pin attempts here. Somebody's going to get pinned, I think. No. Skull Rider kicks out. Tattoo Dragon with a cover on David Webster now. Is that going to be enough? And David Webster has been eliminated by the Tattoo Dragon. Now Tattoo Dragon has now eliminated both Tommy Harper and David Webster. And now the Tattoo Dragon in a little bit of trouble here. Skull Rider and Alexander Dalton working together on him. Alexander Dalton just turns on Skull Rider. It's every man for himself at this point. Down to the final 4. One of these 4 men will be in the Elimination Chamber, joining Spectacular, Masa Haraguchi, Silas Marks for the World Championship. And wait a minute now. Alexander Dalton just hit 3 huge German suplexes on the Tattoo Dragon. And now Gregory Black with the pin on Skull Rider. Skull Rider able to get up. And Tattoo Dragon with a reverse neck breaker on Dalton. Here's the cover. Is Dalton going to be able to kick out of this? And yes, he does. Dalton showing his resiliency in this matchup so far. And as the match goes on longer and longer, I've got to say, I really do think that Dalton is the bigger threat in this match right now. Out of the 4 guys in the ring, I mean, Gregory Black has to be the most experienced out of the 4 in the ring, with the exception of Skull Rider, but Skull Rider's more of a hardcore specialist, and we just see Skull Rider. Skull Rider just tapped out to Gregory Black. And fans, we are now down to 3. Gregory Black, Alexander Dalton, and the Tattoo Dragon. And Dalton just took out the Dragon. And then we just saw Skull Rider with a little bit of a sign of respect there to Gregory Black. That was very, very impressive here. And now we see, oh man, Dalton and the Dragon working together on Black. Fans, we're going to take a short break. We'll be back with the conclusion of this matchup.